Privacy has become more of a household topic, and there are multiple reasons here. First of all, the market is changing. You have big companies, data-driven services that are coming to market with privacy-preserving solutions, and they are shaping the sentiment. The Southeast Asian ecosystem is highly interesting for us, especially Singapore, who we respect very strongly for its work in e-governance.
AI is enabled by a lot of computing resources and storage resources. That's predominantly available on the cloud today. And what that means for security and privacy is we minimize the movement of data. And if we do that, then we actually afford better privacy and security of those systems.
I'm personally a strong proponent of AI-augmented humans who take the AI decisions and combine it with their experience and potentially some role. The legal part is when the human is still responsible, which makes the lawyer's job a lot easier.
Now, the beauty of AI. To do the same task of identifying data, for 1 hour of AI work, it equals 10,000 hours of human work. 1 hour, but 99% accurate. 10,000 hours, 30% accurate. Are you more impressed? Oh, okay. So that's why, AI is here to help us.
So how do we turn that into a yes and make the security guy a good guy? Make him say yes, and privacy guy saying yes, and teams working together, looking at all, having eyes on the data, and being a true data-driven, customer-centric, and innovative organization. And we believe at Most AI that the solution is AI-generated synthetic data. It's scalable, automated, information preserving, it has built-in privacy guarantees, and is most importantly shareable.
GDPR helps them get a foot in the door, to get the customer to rethink their systems. And while they're thinking about GDPR and privacy and consent management, they're also fixing old technologies and ensuring that there's less of a legacy there.
If you don't care about the data itself, you're not going to become competitive. And privacy is more like making sure that you realize makes you realize that you need to be aware of what's in your data. So it's more like helping you to say, oh, I need to identify exactly what I have in order to better leverage it.
In order to do that, I think unlocking data and sharing data is going to be critical, because it's only by being able to transfer, integrate, merge, clean data, and while doing so, protect people's privacy and the integrity of personal information, that we'll really be able to reap the benefits of AI.
Nobody's using any technology if it's not safe, secure, liable, right? Why would you expose yourself to unnecessary risk? It doesn't matter what the reward is. If you can add a delta or any kind of smart inference algorithm which makes data identifiable, you are liable. And that includes data that you have today or data you might have tomorrow.
And right now we're in a world where you would like to provide a value out of your business, but there's an issue with the data, so you cannot use all of the data that you're having. So you need to make a very wise decision about what do you want to acquire and how do you want to use it.
Once you can show other people what you have done, then you can build on top of that. The moment you try to hide this, there's no moving forward. Take autonomous driving cars, right? So you make now a model to detect pedestrians on the road. So how much are you sharing about that? Like how well it works, right? Are you hiding everything or you are opening up? Transparency is a key for a lot of AI topics, I would say.
GDPR is an absolutely critical first step. I think it's essential that privacy and people's personal data gets respected and gets used ethically, and GDPR is an enormous step in the right direction. I think it's still only a first step, and I think there are a lot of technical challenges and issues with regulation around data protection, which will need to be worked out and will need to be fixed in the coming years. So it's certainly far from perfect, but I think the fact that it puts data protection and privacy at the forefront of how organisations think about dealing with data is a very important thing.